introduce you to a new product. It's a very simple product, but a great product and a great addition to the satellite industry. It's called an MK3 to MK4 adapter. And basically the purpose of this is to take LMBs that have virtually become obsolete since the introduction of the new Mark IV Sky satellite dish and be able to reuse them on the new Mark IV dishes. So basically what the component is made up of three things. We have an adapter, we have the base, we have the top components, and we have a nut and a bolt. Okay, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to convert a Mark III LMB to something like this, which is a Mark IV with a neck on it, things like this. Now it can't be used with all Mark III LMBs. The vital component is that the LMB arm has to be held on with a nut and bolt, which can be removed rather than a moulded arm on it like this, which means it's simply not upgradable. So I'm simply going to show you quickly how to upgrade this LMB. So I'll take this Mark III LMB here, simply take a Phillips screwdriver, turn it, and take off the old feed arm, and put a new feed arm on like this. Simply comes along like this. We hold it down, we put in a nut in like this, and we feed a bolt from underneath. We've got our Phillips screwdriver again, we screw it on. So in the space of about 20 seconds we can change out the LMB. Now just to show you the difference between a Mark III and a Mark IV LMB, if you look here, we have a Mark III LMB and a Mark III dish here, and you can see the arm here is basically four-sided. Has a plastic insert, and the LMB simply slots in like this. Now these dishes are no longer, since July of 2009, they're no longer the industry standard. And now what we do is we simply come along and we have the Mark IV LMB here with the Sky dish. So you simply come along, push it on like this, and then push it down and it clicks into position. So there's the old Mark III LMB with that adapter being used on a Mark IV dish. So very, very handy product from that perspective. Now not alone that, but that LMB adapter can be used with other things. Because it has a 40mm neck, that's the same as all universal LMBs. So now what we can actually do is we can use universal LMBs with a Sky dish. So for instance, this is a smart single LMB. This is a smart twin LMB. This is a smart quad LMB. And a quattro. Now of those, of particular interest would be the single, obviously, because it's cheaper to do it this way than buy a standard Sky LMB. With the twin LMB, there's no such product in the Sky range, so it's a very, very handy feature for somebody who's putting in Sky Plus and doesn't want to have to pay for the extra ports they're never going to use. And the Quattro LMB, which will obviously be used with a multi-switch, this is great because up to this point there was no way of putting a Quattro LMB on a Sky dish, so it would mean that you'd have to go and purchase an 80cm dish, where, you know, it'll work reasonably well with a 60cm dish and can make an install very, very simple, very, very quick. So that's it. Now the final word of warning I will give is, if you look at this here, which is a Mark IV to Mark III LMB, the idea of this particular adapter is to allow, this is used particularly with quad LMBs. So if you had a customer who had a quad or had a Sky dish and a single LMB in it and wanted to upgrade to multi-room or a Sky Plus box, if you didn't have a product like this and you had a new style LMB, what you need to do is change out the entire dish. Because of this, what we can do is we can actually put this adapter on the new quad dish, quad LMB, and slot it in. But the thing to be aware of this is, this actually is a 37mm neck, so it's not interchangeable with the other ones. So it looks very similar, but it's not identical. It has its own specific purpose, as does the Mark III to Mark IV adapter that I've outlined in this demonstration video. Hopefully you can see the benefits of that product and how to install it and how simple it is to use.